Hi everyone, apologies for the late video. I just had something to sort out this morning, um, but now I'm on. Yesterday, the YouTube um, version of the video took much longer than normal. So if the YouTube link doesn't work, just click on the Loom link just for that time. I know YouTube is better to watch, but Loom is also pretty good. So. All right. Now, yesterday it broke down the triangle to the downside, but it was such a huge spike. Sorry, fake. So remember, this was the triangle, okay? Right? I have removed it since because this is the action that dictated it, okay? So look, not only the triangle, but also the red bottom band that was pierced. So I thought, oh my God, that's now we're going to come back down to 5,300 just to fall, 5,310 or something. That's what I thought we're going to get back to. But actually, it recovered so fast and it got to the golden top band now. But not only that, okay, the golden top band is a potential resistance. We are right there. But more importantly, this purple major resistance is now broken. So I'm going to remove the triangle from the picture, right? And we still have this red channel, even though the bottom band is not that precise, but it is, I think we can accept it as a channel right now, for now. We have, obviously, this is very thin trading, so the blue one doesn't really mean much. But if this golden top band gets completely ignored, we're almost at 5,400 anyway. That has been more or less the target. But since that purple resistance is now broken, we will probably get to much higher from here because the green channel is still intact, and it's very hard to say where this market is going to top, or even if it tops, where do we start to pull back? Either way, I'm holding the half long from 5304. Luckily, I didn't take it out. I didn't get out of it because during this spike I got a little bit annoyed and worried. But I was also, as I said, looking at the other markets, and I'm going to explain. And that's the advantage when you look at the other markets, they may give better signals. So that's why I didn't get out of the yes long. That purple resistance is broken on the SPX. This is the fake of the triangle to the downside and then to the upside, the red channel. So it is looking very healthy, bullish still. So what I looked into yesterday during the spike down was this Dow Jones and this golden bottom band, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. That golden bottom band held perfectly. Now the green little bull flag inside the golden bear flag is breaking to the upside. So are we going to get to that golden top band eventually? That's the only way for Dow Jones to keep on rallying. Initially, of course, it has to break this blue resistance. That is as precise as it gets. And if we break it, we get to the golden top band, we have to break that golden top band to the upside, which will be the invalidation of the bear flag. And that would be as bullish as it gets. As I always say, when a bear flag breaks to the upside, that's when new buyers are coming in. Similarly, Dow Jones Cash, the golden bottom band held, the green bull flag is broken. Maybe we have this red resistance rail that is coming our way. If it holds, we pull back without breaking the golden bear flag. We should rally and break off that, I think, and break off that blue resistance would open the way at least for that golden top band, which is at 31,300 plus. Nasdaq, amazing push by Nasdaq, and it has now cleared that black resistance rail, and it is testing this blue and red double resistance right there, right? This red one held, and the red top band is getting tested. It's kind of a spin-off channel here, and if it can break that red top band, we're going to go beyond 19,500. since the break of the golden bull flag, Nasdaq didn't look back. It got to a new all-time high, and yesterday another new all-time high. Nasdaq cash, very similar story. The golden bull flag was broken. The purple resistance is broken, and it's back testing this blue resistance, that internal one again. And I think maybe we'll pull back to the purple, and then after that, I'm expecting a run to that blue top band. And that's where it may stall again. Russell is looking very good, and let me explain you. And this is why I bought it this morning at 21.31. Sorry, 20.31. So yesterday I showed in the video this red support, okay? And I said maybe if you want to short it, it's the break of this red at 2010. Well, it broke it, but then I said if you want to be more secure, you should short it at 2000. So I didn't short it, obviously. I already have the ES long, and I wanted to wait for a proper, I mean, if it does want to come down, it had to break. It really wanted to, if it really wanted to come down, it had to break this green and red double support. It didn't. Instead, so I'm going to switch to the 1 hourly. That's a bit more a granular view. The green veg, that's the perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches, broken, back tested. It is as good as it gets. Now the blue bull flag, this little bull flag is broken. Russell is a buy, and I'm holding it. And I think this golden, I can argue that we may have this blue resistance that it's kind of, this is the bull flag, and they are parallel. So maybe we'll stall here at 2035. We pull back to 2030 or 2031, which is where I bought it. And then after that, we should get to that golden broken support eventually. Is it going to push through, or is it going to get there and, is it going to pull back and push as smash through, or is it going to basically is it going to ignore it entirely? Either way, if it can break this golden broken support, right, anything above 2042, 2045, that is going to look amazing. So we'll see, but I think this is looking very healthy, and the main driving force here is, of course, this red bottom band. That is, this is from the low of end of October, second touch, third touch, fourth touch. This red support is the driving force. And obviously the dream is that we get to the red top band at 2,500, a very long shot from here, but nothing is impossible. FTSE came to the green bottom band, and it's trying to bounce. You can see it's slightly damaged, but it's trying to bounce. And I think this blue resistance rail is going to be broken eventually, and we're going to run. And DAX, this is interesting. DAX is a buy, and the reason is very clear. Look, the red bottom band initially was broken, but then the golden bottom band, that is a perfect support. And now it's breaking this green bull flag. So I can argue it's hard to be very precise on the bull flag, but it is very, very bullish here because of the golden bull flag that is driving it up, right? Because it's breaking up. Okay, this green bull, not gold, the golden bull flag is pushing it up, and it is breaking this green top band, which is also a bull flag on its own. So this is a very nice bull flag, kind of the red and golden together, especially the golden 2 touches on both sides. I think we get to the golden top band from here, maybe pull back, and then a break to the upside is going to target 19,500. TLT has bounced off the golden bull flag, right? 1, 2, 3, and it's bouncing. So I think we're going to get to 100 or just over 100. And this is the 10-year note, and we are out of the bull flag and back tested it. So I think we're going to get to that golden top band eventually, pull back, and then a break to the upside would be good. CL, this is US oil, right? Very hard to say if this blue resistance is going to hold or not, but we are inside the green channel. This green resistance didn't really hold. I mean, it initially held, but then was broken. We still have this golden resistance. So it is at a very critical level here at that blue resistance rail or potential rail. And this is Brent oil. It is testing the green resistance. Unfortunately, it didn't even pause at that green broken support zone. So I'm going to remove this because that hasn't really. I mean, it played such an important role. That's what's surprising me. Played such an important role during the sell-off, like just before the sell-off. But then when it came for a back test, it didn't even. Yeah, nothing happened there. So that's surprising. Yeah, to say the least. Okay, now is it going to reverse at this green resistance now and reverse and come down to break that golden bear flag? That is a very critical level. Natural gas still pushing. It didn't stop at the green top band, or it kind of pierced it so far, and I don't think it's reversing here. A reversal would have happened already right there, but it didn't. So I guess natural gas is going to keep going up. On the July contract, it is targeting now that green plus blue double resistance, and that will be a very critical one on the July contract. And the level is 33.20, 33.25. Euro is bouncing off this green, red, and blue triple support. And this this blue kind of an internal resistance is going to be broken, I think. So Euro is looking very positive here after this bounce off the red and green and blue triple support. So I think Euro is going to get to, erase or gain back all these losses from the NFP of last week. And then we'll see whether it can get to the red and really break it. That is important. Pound sterling is stronger than euro. It had already started taking back the lost ground. It is inside this red bear flag now. It's off the green support. That is not surprising. And we are inside this golden potential uptrend. So we'll see whether it's not playing a role here just yet. Not just yet. US dollar Japanese yen is still pushing, right? It cleared the black resistance and back tested it here. It is now forcing this red resistance. So it may get to new highs above the previous highs of 157.75, I think. If it wants to get to that blue top band, yep, that is a bear flag potential. So that would be the best bear flag game or play. If it wants to get to that level, we will see a reversal right there. And the level is 158.60. So it may get to 158.60. And it's trying to break this red resistance now with already 3 touches, right? It's pushing it. DXY is kind of reversing a little bit here. And we have this blue resistance, okay? This blue resistance that is holding and tried to break it, but it's failed. So I think we're going to come down. Aussie dollar is off this golden support zone. And I think that it is also trying to recover from the sell-off on Friday. Finally, Kiwi had broken that purple channel with the force of NFP, and the golden resistance is still holding. It's off that black support. We may get to that purple broken channel and then come down really hard again. Or if it wants to rally, it has to break that golden resistance, which is the most important resistance for quite some time. 4 touches on that. Okay, now agriculture's coffee is coming down hard. This is why I closed the long at the highs of like last week. This is why I closed it here, because I thought the purple channel is going to break and we're going to come down, and it filled the gap. It filled the gap already, and it's still coming down. I'm still hoping. Yeah, hope is not a strategy, yes, but I'm not in the red anyway because we bought at 196, and I think once we start, I think we're going to get to that 250, but it first has to bottom out. And since the break of that purple support, it's been coming down. So I'm trying to keep it for the long term. I mean, medium to long term. But is the market going to allow me to do that, or is it going to come down to the red and break it to the downside? That is the big question. I hope not. Wheat is so very, again, yesterday I mentioned about this green support, right? And it bounced off that level perfectly. That is a perfect bounce off that green support. It could be news-related action. It was a big spike up, and then it's erasing that spike. Now, the golden top band is a potential resistance. If we look at the July contract, right, I mentioned about the red and blue and golden triple support. And there's also this wedge that has been broken, and it's coming down to erase the gains. Is it going to keep coming down, or is it going to hold off the red or bounce off the red and blue and then start to rip? That is the big question. I think it will. Soybeans is still targeting 166, 165. Yeah. Maybe it will get there, and that red bottom line is a potential support. And corn looking a little bit better, right? It didn't get to that green top, and I hope it did. We see a reversal and then do a breakout. But I think it may still get there, 455, pull back to 445 or so, and then rally to get out of the green bull flag, because you can see that this is the reason why it bounced. It's the black support together with the red, and I think it is going to rally at some point. Wishful thinking. Cocoa is looking superb, still looking really good, and it deep backtested. It backtested this golden broken resistance. It backtested it, kind of penetrating back in a little bit. Of course, this is continuous futures chart, but either way, this is still looking very, very bullish. Sugar, unfortunately, I got out. It stopped me out because it penetrated back into the golden broken bear flag or failed bear flag. It came and it tried to pierce that red support. That turned out to be a little bit of fakey. So because it's back to 19, this red one is a little bull flag. And I think there is a good chance that it's going to get to the red, pull back maybe one more time, and then a break to the upside. So sugar is still looking like it wants to put in a low, because it's bounced off the blue bottom band, and its target is 35 if it can break this, if it can break out of this one here, if it can. And cotton finally is still targeting the golden bottom band. That's the minimum target at 67. This support is broken, similar, definitely broken. Okay, now Bitcoin made a big move, and I will explain why. And I explained why yesterday. One, ARCs are not my thing. As you all know, ARCs are not really my thing. But this is very, very striking. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4 touch. This is the 4th touch, but it's not, maybe not in. 5th, 6th, 7, 8. Like, this ARC is amazing, right? So that is the reason why we are seeing a reversal. Not that I got it wrong with my line. I've been showing this red arc or line. This part is like a line. I've been showing it as a major resistance, and it is holding at the moment. So we are on the 6-hourly chart now, and it broke down the green. It broke down the golden support. What I saw yesterday was this black bull flag, and which I shared on Twitter. This black bull flag is forming. And this is very dangerous for bulls because if it comes down and breaks this black bottom band, so if it drops below 67,000, that is going to be game over, really. I mean, it may really sell off big time to also break this blue uptrend. Okay, so we got to be careful. 67,000 is very, very critical. Ethereum, I have warned you since the test on that black top band and it came down, then the golden bull flag formed, but then it broke to the downside. This black internal support is broken, and even that one is broken. I don't think Ethereum is going to rally. I think we're going to see a back test come down, and it's going to come down towards maybe that black bottom band, and then we may see another big rally. Okay, so you got to be careful, but I think Ethereum is trying to, this is what my warning was about, is trying to erase, it already started, it wants to erase these gains and then start to rally. All right. BNB, right, BNB has failed, disappointed big time after trying so hard to break out of this giant bull flag. It's penetrated back into the bull flag. Not only that, it has also broke down this red support. That is not good at all. Not good. I mean, yes, it may try to break back up. Maybe this is a fakey. We don't know. But the fact that the blue and golden supports are broken, that's not good. Coty, bad since the break of that red support. CAS has to break that green top band. CAS is one of the best, actually. Jasmy, again, one of the best. We may come down for a back test at 29.30 and then rally. Chili's is approaching that golden support without breaking the red and green resistance. So Aave is coming down, and ACH, that red channel broke into the downside, looking bad. Cardano looking bad because it has broken that blue support. ATA, double support break, red and golden. Audio, no. AVAX, also, it's right at that golden bottom band, but if it does break, this is a bear flag break. So AVAX doesn't look good, really. And BMX's final chance, maybe the final, or if it wants to maybe come down all the way to this is where it started, right? Either way, it doesn't really look good to me. It really doesn't. One of the good ones during the big rallies on altcoins, but BMX hasn't been really performing. But maybe it's off this blue support now, and clearly there is some support here. So CKB, not good because it has broken the red support. Dash, not good. It's trying to break that red support. Data, as a golden support rail is holding, maybe there is hope. Dogecoin, that golden resistance is broken and it's coming down for a test. Polkadot has broken that golden bear flag. That is not good. And DYDX is now testing this golden plus blue double support here. And I may even argue, can I argue, that maybe it is this here, this support. No, it's actually not really that. So we will have to, I think the red support is broken, and unless it breaks back in, we are looking at more downside by DYDX. Again, one of the best ones when it started breaking out and backtesting the green bull flag, but then it failed to really rally. So not really the best coins here. It looked very good until it didn't. Now FTM has broken that black support and is breaking the red as well. GLT is coming down for a backtest on the red, and if it does hold, we'll see more upside. Hive has broken down and it's making almost like new lows below 23 lows. Hive is not looking good. And Chainlink is still one of the best. Still, even though it's not really going anywhere, it's not selling off. So relative strength. And Litecoin still targeting 140 ultimately, kind of like a doubling, but maybe we're going to come down to that red and then rally. Mana, is it going to form this bull flag? That is the question. So I'm going to put this in black color. This blue one is gone, so I'm going to remove that one for the clarity of simplicity. But this black bull flag may be forming to get mana to that red top band, but yeah, remains to be seen. Matic is forcing, and it has broken this blue support. That is really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is now breaking down. OM is one of the best again, relative strength really. PAL has to bounce off the blue bottom band and get to that golden top band to break it. So far, nothing. And Pepe, is it going to become like a support here, kind of a rail support? It could be, right? Looks like a rail support. And for that reason, it should actually get to new highs. And PYR, I'm not saying it is going to, on Pepe, I'm not saying it is going to get, but if it wants to confirm this as a proper support, it has to go beyond that red. That's what I wanted to say. PYR, very big disappointment, huge disappointment. I thought this level is going to hold. And I was really literally thinking of buying it if we saw a bounce at 495, yeah. Render hasn't really bounced. I mean, it is trying to bounce off this green support one more time, but the break of that blue support is not good. RSR, again, the golden channel is broken. That is not really a very good sign. Sandbox broke up and then down. That's not good either. Shiba came down to backtest the golden broken resistance, and if it wants to rally, this is where it has to start. And do we have a kind of black bottom band? Yeah, it is also a nice, like if this is the post and this is the flag, usually bull flags are downwards moving, but in this case, that black bottom band is holding, so we may get to the black top band and break it to the upside. That's Shiba. Solana is penetrating back in below that golden support. That is not good, clearly. And Theta broke down that green support. That is not good. Uni slightly up, but nothing really impressive. TIA is, no, it's not good, really. Failing that goal, after failing the golden bull flag, it's been coming down. Penetrated back into the blue bull flag, and the black support is gone. So I reckon TIA is no more. That is disappointing, really big disappointing, because this was going to be one of my favorites. If it couldn't break that golden bull flag to the upside. And Monero is struggling to break that green top band. Either way, Monero is one of the best still. And I think eventually that green top band is going to break. And last is it Tezos. It had broken that green support and the red downtrend is still on. Ripple has to break 57 cents. And finally, Zcash. Nothing works on Zcash, right? That red plus black. I was hoping already it's going to get to 30 plus, but it has damaged things. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.